Barrow, какие вообще.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle.
Well, this fellow, Giorgio Chiellini, Peter, is one of the game's great thinkers.
Yeah, in both an academic and a footballing sense, of course.
Yeah, and I think he'll prove key if they're looking to play on the break here. You won't get many players who are better than him in terms of ball winning, and it's all going to be about how quickly they can turn things around once they've got the...
And he shoots!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's Messi. That has been cut short. Timber. Timber powering forward here. Tries to pass it through. Bojan. And it's Messi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Osimhen. First quarter of an hour gone. Lovely feet. Timber's cross. Adams can get it clear. Van Dijk. Torres proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle.
It's Lewandowski! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Lewandowski clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Van Dijk. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. It's Xabi Alonso. Bojan. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Lewandowski. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's Fernando Torres. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Robertson. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And this is Messi. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Osimhen.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Bojan. Now it's Lewandowski. And the first 45 minutes are up. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time.
Thank you for your cooperation.
There's the start of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. That's been slipped through. Khan clears. And that's been won straight back.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yes, that's Torres! He scored!
Boom! There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Pedri.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Osimhen is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough and he knows it.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Fernando Torres. Torres unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Osimhen. And it's Serginho. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he's in on goal. And the shot! Really well taken goal. And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, can he find a finish? De Bruyne gets rid without sophistication. Now it's Mbappe, done delicately. Timber makes the interception.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's De Bruyne. And that is as far as it goes. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go. What an impressive figure Oliver Kahn cuts.
Yeah, they call him the Titan, Peter, and the reasons are fairly obvious. As personalities go, we're talking big.
As close as you get to goalkeeping perfection. Good ball over the top. Good read, needed to be. Pedri. And it's Pedri. Osimhen. Messi. And it's Forlan. That is a great pick out. He has a look up.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Owen. Now it's Forlan, and this is Messi. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. Now it's Owen. And he's worked it through, and it's Timber. Now, can they get him away? And he's gone backward here. He's being urged to shoot.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Spread out to the left. Now it's Forlan. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And this is Cruyff. He came in hard, very hard.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers. Don't concede the opener.
Oh, it's come loose. Out for a throw. Well, there's nothing quite like last day drama, especially when there's a potentially happy ending in store. All they need to do is to avoid defeat here, and promotion is sealed. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
The seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the way he moves about the pitch.
Yeah, particularly the way he picks up those positions to gather goals and offer assists. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And he cuts out the supply. Pedri. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that has been clubbed away. It's not an especially good pass, that. And he's running through.
Might want to be careful there.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And it's Messi. Now it's Osimhen. Knocks it into space.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Can he get on the end of this? Picked out brilliantly. Can he finish? It's there! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Batistuta demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Serginho is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Bangladesh clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well-timed, excellent interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Messi. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about.
Bangladesh truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Van Dijk. Pedri. It's Van Dijk. Cannavaro. Passing is crisp and sharp. Owen. Great chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Has a shot! Now, and again!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Goes for a shot! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. A high-octane end to the first period, but there's still a single goal in it.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So off we go once more.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Batistuta. Pass is just off target. Pedri. Played out to the right. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, he's found support out wide. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Shoots! Goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And here's Osimhen. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Nice-looking ball. And this is Batistuta. Batistuta takes a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Looking to play him in. Serginho. Costa Corta. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And this is Neymar. Nicely aimed pass. Timber. Now it's Messi. That's a nicely shaped ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Pedri. Oh, good-looking ball. He won't be happy with that one. Looking for the run. And the through ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance! And he's found the net! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Now it's Pedri. Lovely, now then.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Rijkaard makes the interception. Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. And now they can clear their lines. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed. There is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Argentina with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proved positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's imperious in the air. It just goes to show the importance of how he reads the game, the anticipation, the positioning.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Keeper's got good distance on that. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Robertson. Out of play for a throw. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Adams. He steps in, and that's the end of that. He's got away. Tries to play it through. And this is Neymar. Not the most convincing of passes.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Batistuta finds himself offside. Cafu. Plays a sharp little ball here. Shot could be on Neymar! Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Argentina have fired themselves in front.
Well, I'd remind those players...
And a chance! And that is wildly off target.
Well, at least he was in the right position and he reacted quickly enough. The manager will like that.
Great defending, strong and determined. Pedri. Now it's Torres. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Now who's going to be first to this? I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Chiellini. Robertson. Looking for options for movement. And he's had it nicked away.
Has been indicated.
Serginho. Neymar. Tries to pass it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Osimhen is flagged offside. And it's half-time here. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Bangladesh really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Chiellini defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Hazard going face to face with his great rival. It's not an especially good pass, that. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Pedri. And it's Neymar. He's had it taken off him. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Strokes it back. That's really well cleared. Now, can they get him away? Nicely worked. He's being urged to shoot. Costa Curta. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here.
Shoots! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Osimhen clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Substitution for Argentina. Number 10, Batistuta. Number 20, Fernando Torres. Number 22, Neymar. Coming on the field, number 11, Van Basten.
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh no, this does not look good. Half an hour gone in the second half. Cafu with the clearance. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Substitutions taking place.
Pass somewhat off target. That's a lovely, neat pass. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Timber does really well to win the ball there.
Substitution in progress.
Oh, lovely bit of skill. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
Substitution.
Beckham.
Minutes has been indicated.
Argentina have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And the referee brings it to a close. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
And we come to you now with a quick...
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
It's just a bad day in the office, Peter. They look below par in all areas, and it has to be cause for genuine worry.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
মিথ্যা কথা কাল বলে হেরবিয়া তো এখন সেই খুশিতে আমাদেরকে লাড্ডু খাওয়ান মিষ্টি রসগোল্লা এগুলো কিছু খাওয়াইতে পারে। কেমনে বিশ্বাস করবো কোন? রঞ্জিত দা ফেসবুকে নক দিও, তাইলে বিশ্বাস করা যাবে। কালকে তোমার ছবি 2-3টা দিও। চিন্তা করছেন ধরা খাইছে, ধরা খাইছে। লাইকটা করে দাও দাদা। রঞ্জিত দা ধরা খাইছে। ধন্যবাদ দাদা লাইক করার জন্য। হ্যাঁ ডিভিশন 3-এ দেখি আজকে চলে যাবো। ইয়ে হয়েছিল দাদা, খেলি না এতদিন ধরে গেম। কি খেলবো গেম বুঝছো, স্মার্ট এসে গোল দিয়ে চলে যায় দাদা, আর সবার স্কোয়াড এখন ভালো। কি হবে নাকি?
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides
এরপর
get
আইডি
ready to
রিভিউ
lock
হবে না,
horns.
সমস্যা নেই।
This is football
দাঁড়ান।
at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one...
Tries from distance. Oh, the ball's run loose here. He won't be happy with that one. Serginho played out wide. Knocks it into space. And he was quick to react. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Now it's Osimhen. Fires it in low.
ভাই রে
Looking for the run.
জি
Right card, spots it and intercepts.
বাও
That's a lovely, neat pass. Timber gets into some space. It's Neymar! No goals as yet. Now it's Lewandowski. Looking for options for movement. That's good play. Succumbs to the pressure. And the pass is intercepted. Osimhen. Now Timber. Osimhen.
হালার পুত ওসিমেন
Robertson
একটা
did well
বারও
to
ওসিমেনের
emerge
দিয়ে
with the
পাস দিতে
ball.
পারিনি।
That's a contest to keep an eye on. Good ball, good take. Oh, no
সববার
joy this
ভুলভাল
time.
পাস।
And the shot!
বাহ,
Now, who's going to be first to
3 দিনে
this?
পাইলাম তো একটা দেখলাম।
A beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Neymar!
হায়
He's
হায়
beaten the
হায়।
keeper, but hit the post. And he thumps it clear. Well, anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And this is Neymar. Marquinhos. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And here's Owen. Now, can they get him away? Looking to play him in. And this is Lewandowski. Engages and forces him off the ball. And there's the end of the first half. Well, it was a
Okay,
half
দেখাও
that could
তোমার
have
real
and
ID.
should have, but as the whistle blows,
সমস্যা
we
নেই।
remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Some first half thoughts?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. That gets things going for the second half.
Bangladesh are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Oh, this looks sharp. And this is Lewandowski. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
ভাই গোল দেওয়ার বদলে উল্টা খাইয়া গেছিলাম গোল।
Now it's Osimhen. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Bangladesh couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Lewandowski. Lyon with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Cleared without hesitation. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
বাই তুই।
And now they can spring out of defence. Probing pass.
আয় but
That's the keeper's ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great.
Tries a shot! Goal! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. A 1-0 lead established.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining.
Bullish header! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Neymar clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Joe Linton cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Chance, surely! He scores! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take
Are
a
dadan
backseat to
Nunez
the
নাই তার
importance
Nunez
of
নাই
a
গোলটা খেয়ে
committed
গেলাম তো
reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Lyon are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Owen! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Substitution.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the
আরে
penalty
হাত
box.
লাগে ইয়ে হয়ে গেছে পাইতেছিস না মেয়েটা
Marquinhos gets it away.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
ইজি শট মারবো লাভ দিয়ে গেছে
6 added
Shot
minutes
could be
have
on.
been indicated.
Bellingham has found the net here, of course. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And the counter is on. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, given away.
আর হইতো না শেষ সময়ই নেই
And that is it. The
সাইদুল ভাই
referee
খেলবো
has
10 মিনিট
seen
পরে
enough.
একটু দাঁড়াইতে হইব
A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each
এ
other.
রঞ্জিত দা 10 মিনিট
But it
পরে
wasn't
আসি
to be,
একটা কাজ আছে এই
and they're
লাইভেই
all
আসতেছি আমি
Neymar claiming the man of the match award.
তো ঘুরাই আসি
There is very
10
little
মিনিট
room
লাগবে
for argument.
Thank you for your cooperation.
বাপরে, চলেন আপনাদের আইডি দেখি, সবার আইডি, ইউজার আইডি দেন। ডিজে ডক্টর আয়ুষ, চলেন দেখে আসি। বাপরে, লুইস সুয়ারেজ, ম্যান, লুইস সুয়ারেজ আছে ভাই। চিন্তা করেন, ফেভারিট কার্ড লুইস সুয়ারেজ। চলেন গেম প্ল্যানে ঢুকে দেখি। এই তো লুইস সুয়ারেজই আছে ভালো ভালো। ওই আর আরবিটা আছে, আর কিছুই তো নাই। দুইটা কার্ডই আছে ভালো। স্ক্রোল, তিনটা চারটা পেড কার্ড আছে, বেশি নাই, মোটামুটি লেভেলের আর কি। ভাই কারো আইডি দিলে দিতে পারেন। ओके 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 1 मिनट ब्रदर, बैग जाओ भैया। তো চলেন প্রসেনজিৎ ভাইয়ের আইডিটা দেখে আসি। ফেভারিট কার্ড কিলিয়ান এমবাপ্পে। হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, একদম নিউ তো আইডি, না নিউ না, ওইদিকে আবার পুরাতন কার্ড আছে দেখতেছি। পুরাতন কার্ড, বার্নার্দো সিলভা, এরপরে ওই যে ওশিমেন, ভিনিসিয়াস, নুনিয়েজ, এগুলোর পুরাতন কার্ড আছে দেখতেছি। আইডি পুরাতন আছে, বাট ভালো কার্ড থাকার কথা, তারপরে এরকম করে রাখছে মনে হয়। ইচ্ছে কইরা। এর কাছে ভালো কার্ড আছে, অবশ্যই আছে। ডিভিশন 1-এ হাইয়েস্ট গেছিল। চলেন নেক্সট। নেক্সট কারোর আইডিয়া আছে নি ভাই? থাকলে দিতে পারেন। দেখলাম তো গ্লোবাল 272। ওকে, দুইশো বাহাত্তর। হ্যাঁ, এই যে এটা নাকি ভাই? চাইলে কোনটা? এটা তো 272ই। ওহ, এখানে কয়েকটা 72 আছে, কোনটা আপনার? সবকটা পয়েন্ট সমান এর কারণে। এই যে এইটা না? উপরে কোনটা? কোনটা মিয়া? চ্যাট জিপিটি। এটা নেই ভাই। হ এটাই তো। হ্যাঁ, এইটাই তো। আচ্ছা প্রসেনজিৎ ভাই, এই স্কোয়াড নাকি আপনার, নাকি অন্য স্কোয়াড আছে? কিন্তু আইডি তো পুরাতন দেখে মনে হয়। স্কোয়াড আছে ভাই। স্মার্ট অ্যাসিস্টে খেলেননি নাকি? স্মার্ট অ্যাসিস্ট সারা ওইটা কোন আগে? আর কিছু লাগবো না। এই স্কোয়াড নিয়ে কেমনে কি করেন? কিছু একটা তো আছে মিয়া। এখন কোন আমি ফেয়ার খেলা পারা যায় না ভাই, সত্যি কথা। আচ্ছা এক কাজ করেন, আরো আগাই যান ভাই, খেলেন। আপনার বাসা ইন্ডিয়ায় না নাকি বাংলাদেশে আপনি? আজকে লাইভে অনেক ডাউন হয়ে গেছে ভাই। চিনি পরিচিত কেউ না আসলে ডাউন হয়ে যায়। Timber.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used... It's Neymar! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. He went for the curler. Serginho. Now it's Pedri. Timber picks it up out wide. Oh, right place, right time. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example.
Well, it's safe to say, Peter, we're in the presence of defensive...
Applies the finish! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Pedri. Oh, it's Van Basten. Oh, perfectly measured that. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Shoots! Oh, he has leathered that. Looking to play him in. Great defending, strong and determined. Neither side yet able to find the net. And it's Serginho. Now that's well seen too. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And he's on a charge. Decent progress down the left. Serginho. And he lines up a cross. Big header! Now, who's going to be first to the... Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been flattened. And the shot! Oh, right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he giving here? And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. The major moment in the game. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
Paris Saint-Germain have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Passing is crisp and sharp.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That is ended up in no man's land. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Van Dijk. And that's been intercepted. Looking for options for movement. David Villa is onto this. Oh, cracking ball. That's good defending, very good defending. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And that interception was... There's the whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Here we go again then.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, well measured. He's been side down. Is that a penalty? The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
Rijkaard with a real chance here. And now as good a time as any to pull level. Oh, that is a... Owen! Adams can get it clear. Serginho. Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. That's gone for a throw-in. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Osimhen showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Osimhen. Timber could try cutting inside here. They've won a corner.
Bangladesh really are going about things in the right fashion.
Just about within shooting range. And that certainly packed a punch. It's their second corner of the game. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, this is a great position. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
He's in a great position here. Oh, he's burst through. Big chance, there's the shot! He's got a goal! And this is getting better and better. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Paris Saint-Germain are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Pass somewhat off target. No, again there's no way through. Serginho looking to get on the end of this.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
No, it's come to nothing. Could be danger here. Cafu kept his eye on it, and he's there. Luis Garcia. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, that looks a good ball through. Neymar receives it in a good position here. Shot, surely! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
3-0. And that will be it.